Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Make it's working. Just a little further away from my mouth, so it doesn't sound too loud. Alright, let's go to Discord, make sure that's up. Alright, that's good. Alright guys, today's Sunday, 12th weekend for North America PSN, the 8th weekend for Europe Steam. I'm going to make sure everything's here is up. Just give me a second, I think there's a few things that needs to be fixed here. PSN is working. Stream is working, okay, everyone's up. Alright. I had to update. If you're making room first and then update the stream and then post around to let people know they could join the room. Starting a little bit late. This is usually how it is when hopefully the sound is like seeing the sound. Let's go update the informations. I'm gonna sneeze, so I'm gonna mute the mic. Alright, let's get this information updated. Okay, let's update. Good. Sunday session R12. Status text. North America PSN. I'll get the North America PSN League up and running first before I get the Europe Steam. Okay, what else I need? Steam details. Europe Steam. North America PSN. I think everything's updated here. Look like it. This looks pretty updated too. Alright. Alright, let's switch. Info. Alright. This update. Info to scene. Logo. Alright, let's get the room made. League. 16 players, 1 passcodes for North America. It's March 23rd, today's date, in 0323 MMDD format. Streaming, commentating. I think everything's set correctly. Rooms made. Let's go post up here. No 19258.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Hey, Chanchai.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Today might be the day that Chanchai clinched the top of the leaderboard for the first quarter of 2025.
Okay.
Alright, let's
See if we
go.
can transition to this.
Let me just update a little bit more things here before I go. Posting everywhere.
No.
19258, 19528. North America, room 19528, code 0323. Europe in 15 to 20 minutes.
All right.
There goes up.
Sorry,
Chanchai, can you hear me?
I apologize. So we're in Akai's league now. We haven't seen many other people there, so I don't know what's going on. I guess Akai just started setting it up. So here we are. And let me turn on the capture on different devices on different settings. Okay. So now, while we're on our setting, let's change our room number.
Right, let's go to the PS3P channel.
Sorry, you're gonna see a flicker. I apologize to you guys.
Here, my
Just letting you know that.
nephews and nieces.
Okay, so room number 192.
Steam trophy.
So Kai, are you still doing this room? Let's double check. See what's going on for Kai.
Okay, everything's set. Check's
19258.
back. Everything's there. Everything's good. I think so.
By the way, still best. So
Alright.
good to see you, my
I
friend.
think post. Oh, I need to post on.
So really great
matchmaking
seeing you
here.
on the streams, and I want to spar with you. I love sparring with you all the time.
Definitely, the release of level has decreased participation in the PSN league side, which is expected.
Okay, we've got Akai's room set here. And let's chat with the audience.
But if
while
there's
we
still
can.
people who shows up to play, we'll continue hosting
Well, the
these.
league seems to be setting up.
19528.
So
Definitely there will be a
I haven't
second
checked the
quarter of
news.
2025
I've
of these
been on
league sessions I host.
Revo this time, so I don't know if I missed any news. But man, I'm glad you played Panda a bunch. It's good training for them. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Panda's been playing Eileen. Panda
Make sure
will
it's
generally
like
play strong characters, but they're now
19258.
more
19258.
stuff
Correction.
that they didn't realize they were wanting
Message.
to do more. And Panda actually started via 5
192.
They switched to Brad like during Final Showdown, and
19258.
and so Brad is when they got a lot stronger, but they also played a very Brad game. And then about 2.5 years ago,
Chill. In a room
1.5 years.
19258.
They started playing Taka, and their Taka is really good actually.
Cool.
And then now they started playing Eileen during Revo. So during the Revo beta, they started dabbling with Eileen. And I really love fighting Eileen. their Eileen has developed so much, and so we have really great battles. You know. Hey, Sir Hixalot, I really appreciate you, and I really enjoyed the games. I hope the feedback made sense to you, though. But and you're really strong, so you know, like it's just more of like the layers of games that we're playing, and we're getting used to it again. Getting used to it again. But also what I'm doing to sabotage your Vanessa's game, right? And then ways to open it back up. Yeah. So, you know, sometimes it's throwing more.
Okay,
Sometimes
Discord
the
actually
like
could
what you
hear
do,
a
like kicking
chan
guard,
chat, but I
good
can't hear
too.
on my
Of course,
headphones,
as
so
I
I had
told the
to fix
audience,
that.
when somebody switches to kicking guard, though, it does mean you're going
So
for a
mostly
slower
Chan's been saying a
attack
lot of
option.
stuff, and I
So
was
then
not able
the
to
risk is
hear.
that
But
I
you guys
get
could
switched
mostly
up
hear.
very quickly. If I think you're good, you didn't
19258.
overuse it, so don't mistake. I'm not saying you ran to all the mistakes, but I am telling the audience the
Fix
adjustments
this.
I probably would make
I wonder if you could
when I'm
hear
fighting
me.
Vanessa, and how the fight
The
flows, and
joys
how when certain
of
options get
troubleshooting.
closed, other options get open. And if you play a lot with attack and defense, that's gonna happen.
Okay, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Fast half circulars, delay attacks, and throw.
Testing 1 2 3. Okay.
Hey, how's it going? I can hear you
Oh,
now.
you can hear me now. Okay. I thought you wasn't talking on my stream, but then I saw the mixer that you were, and I just couldn't hear you. So that's fixed.
No problem.
Okay.
There was a recent update on my microphone setting, and I had to redo a lot on my stream this morning to kind of, not a lot, but I had to make setting changes to fix it. You know, and so there was like a whole bunch of commentary I had made this morning that my audience didn't hear, so I had to make up after the stream.
Yeah, the joys of streaming and all these wires and programs.
Yeah, well, it's like, you know, the next thing I have to buy. So I am going to use money that my stream did generate to
Awesome.
buy a USB card for my PC, because I'm just tapping out the USB bus. So, you know, like it doesn't have enough, it doesn't have enough power it can't supply all the power to all the stuff I've got hooked up to it. You know, and so like there's always gonna be one thing that's like crashing out. You know, it's like welcome to PC. Welcome to
Yeah,
PC.
I had to research of my laptop. My streaming laptop had two independent USB hubs or something that's inside it internally. So
Yeah.
if not, I wouldn't have been able to do this two leagues at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise you tap out on one.
Yeah. So it's
like,
yeah. So it's interesting. You're trying to figure out. Okay, I have to hook up my Stream Deck, my keyboard, headphones, and all these other things. Like how many slots do I actually have? You know. It's
the webcam draws a lot. The microphone draws a lot. Stream Deck draws a lot, right?
This my streaming actually works well with a hub, like an external, so with that small adapter, not USB, like the mini USB, okay. or the Lightning, whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is.
Lightning, it's great. Yeah, Lightning is really good. The Thunderbolt, Lightning are ridiculous.
Okay.
But then there's also good old USB 2.0 and 3.0. 3.0 is really good. Actually, USB 3.0 is really good if you're using that port for.
Yeah, I have two USB 3.0, and then that Thunderbolt Lightning. I think that's what it's called. And that's the Thunderbolt Lightning one is the one where I have a hub, a USB hub for my Stream Deck and headphones and whatever else. Okay. Alright, that is working. Let me put this on full screen. Stretch it out. PSN.
Yeah. Alright. Now I can trust that my stream is working as intended here, so I need to take it off the menu screen and start my audio to watch this warm-up menus. Awesome to have J Thor and General Ripper here. I imagine that the NA League is starting a little later today, and that's okay. But I really like playing on both PlayStation Network and on Revo. I understand people that only really want to just do the rollback. That said, against Sir Hixalot, who traditionally has a tougher connection, but it played really good on 5-frame delay. Because, I mean, basically it is playing like delay-based netcode, actually. A little better. It's playing a little better than delay-based netcode, but it's very clean, right? And that's because when you set the delay up, what it's doing is it's playing more like a delay based netcode, but you're getting to adjust how much of a delay based netcode you're playing, right? And
Hmm.
then um, and then because of that, then the amount of rollbacks you need might be just a little bit less because of that, right? Because it's using more time to synchronize. Now, on the connection with Sir Hix-a-Lot, it also meant that like that we would need like synchronization time. So like when you see replays, just like let them play. Don't like hit start through them, because if you hit start, you're gonna see it stutter and try to resync. Try to sync better. Um, and so when you're playing with somebody has like a rougher setup, it can play on Revo. It can play really great, but you gotta let it. You gotta let it synchronize. You gotta let it use that time. Like when when the game starts screen, like when the matchup screen happens, and if that's taking a long time, that's probably because it's trying to synchronize better. But I was really impressed with Revo's handling on 5 frames um, with my matches with Sir Hix-a-Lot. Really
I
impressed.
was I was surprised with last night I got to play against Himajan on our ping from St. Louis to Toronto, so that's like
Usage rough, yeah.
uh 14 hour drive maybe
Uh-huh.
to get there. 50 millisecond ping. Uh,
Awesome.
so that
Oh,
that's
that's
that,
fantastic.
very good. Right.
Yeah, I mean
So
that's supposed to be good. When I'm talking about with Sir Hix-a-Lot, it's supposed to be rough, and then so that's why I'm impressed when it was really good with somebody that in theory is supposed to be rough.
mhm.
you
No, I
know?
mean I was trying to say that before the recent patch, I usually get maybe 80 to 100 with Himajan. So I'm not sure if it's just that one single night yesterday in which it improved to 50 millisecond ping or what, but it was good. Maybe some stuff that we don't actually know what's going on that they are improving.
That's probably true too. I do think there are iterative improvements. It feels that way too, but it also is. We're also fighting with people with. We're filtering down to fighting with the people. Well, there are some degenerates, but most of the people that we're fighting against now are people that are trying to have a good connection. So
Hmm.
but of course, there's a few degenerates in the mix. But like when there's a mix, right? If the population is more medium, then you're gonna get a mix of good and bad, right? If the population is heavy, then matchmaking gets to work. So, critical mass is a really important concept when it comes to matchmaking. If you have a critical mass, like an insane amount of things, like the game is popular, and like Street Fighter 6 or Tekken 8 levels, it's yeah, the netcode's better, but it's not so much that the netcode's better. Also, it's also the matchmaking environment's better because you have a ridiculously huge population. So you get a lot more people that align more towards your connection. A lot more people that have a good connection with you, right? Uh, Whereas you have a density problem when you get towards a more medium population size, but when you get down to small, the irony is that you might get matched. It might just be when the population is really small. It's like, okay, it's either the degenerates or more likely the dedicated. And when it's so much dedicated, then yeah, you're gonna have like more likely to have people that are having a serious connection, right? But you will definitely notice the people that have a rough connection. So it's interesting how population size and distribution matters when it comes to matchmaking. So everybody would be like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8 is like the best netcode, and I'm not disputing that, but I will say also they are benefiting from critical mass.
Let me get this update here. All right, I'm getting the Europe
That's
room
good.
set now.
But yeah,
Uh,
go ahead. Sorry.
okay, the North America PSN League room is up and running. So those who still want to join, got 10 to 15 minutes to do so. Passcode is 0323. Today's date in MMDD format, so March 23rd. The Europe Steam room is just made. Passcode is 2303, so reverse it, so DDMM format. Right. Okay, let me go post around that. That's it. Okay. One thing I must admit though, I actually so I used, where based on where my location is, like playing on the PlayStation 4 and playing on the PC,
Yeah,
um, I would say fiber is more important than rollback netcode. Um,
I would agree with that.
um,
When it comes to, at least when playing on PSN, fiber is huge. Like
mhm.
it's a night and day difference in the netcode. Actually, to me too, because I think I played on someone else's and I got to see a little bit more of like what it felt like for them.
So like, yeah, so like it was not last weekend. It was like, I think 2 weekends ago. I played against you on the PlayStation 4, and then I just played against you yesterday on Steam. Uh, it wasn't that much different. Maybe I'll notice more difference when I'm playing with you today. I got more, you know, direct.
Well, I think it's true, and but I also think this is why some people are wondering like what the hell I'm talking about when I feel like it plays great. And it's like, well, on my connection, it feels great, you know.
Mhm.
And when I
And I
tried
think
with other,
Jatho will also, I think, we kind of agree a little bit on this because he just recently got a fiber upgrade, right, or
yeah,
upgrade on his.
well,
Mhm.
J Thor said it was true. Like when they upgraded their internet to fiber, it was a night and day difference. And so playing on PlayStation Network was way better. I mean, not way better than Revo, but way better than what he had experienced before fiber.
Mhm.
You know, and but I'm really glad we got Revo rollback as an option now. And connections like with what I had with Sir Hix-a-Lot is very proper connection.
Mhm.
Like I was already happy playing Sir Hix-a-Lot on different forms of delay-based netcode. I won't go into too much detail, but we did do different forms of it, and I enjoyed our matches with for that, you know. But the rollback definitely was a huge game changer for the way that our matches play, because now it's playing like no, like it's play. It is for them for sure. Now it's playing like normal VF, you know. And that's where I can understand when people, especially again, I'm not knocking on the southern border states. It's just consistent that my connection with the southern border states is rougher, and so it means that the matches we tend to have are going to be rougher. But I'm always happy to do it and make the adjustments too. But now rollback definitely feels better playing against southern border states for me, you know. So yeah,
And of
but
course,
yeah.
this very much depend on your region also, and of course, not
But
everyone has the fiber
we're
options.
yeah, so we're talking about region to region matchup, internet to internet matchup. It's what's implied in this comment. It's not, oh, you're a degenerate because you're in the southern border state. It means my connection to you, right? But Chanchai is happy playing all connections. There's only been two connections I didn't like playing in all of Revo, right? There was one Taka player who just like everything was teleporting, and then I realized they were just playing high gambling BF, and it was really brutal, right? I almost won it, but it was so brutal because it was like I couldn't confirm anything. I couldn't even long term confirm stuff. And then yesterday I did have one of those battles with Nick Hero player. And I think it was just a connection with South America. It was 500 milliseconds, and it was one of
500.
those things.
Wow.
And it was like you had to use the sound to predict if you got the counter hit, and even then I would buffer in the combo, nothing, right? And then sometimes it would combo, sometimes it wouldn't, but they would every single time Akira launched DLC. It was driving me insane. You know, so it was just like, okay. You know, and it was like I almost won that one too, because I am using my resourcefulness and my, like, I do have experience in trying to figure out a way to win. But I was like, man, this is like, this type of dice rolling is a little too much for me, actually. Those two cases. Outside of that, I can usually figure out how to fight, and I don't mind. But those two were but those are two out of like 600 games, you know. 2 out of 600 is really good, right? 2 out of 600, 1 out of 300, right? So that's like what, 0.33%. So, you know, um, so no, not even that. It's 0.033, right? Of a percent. But yeah, no, it was really good. Um, just those were rough. I
Hmm.
do want to give a PSA, public service announcement. When you're playing on Revo, understand that the default is set at two delay, and I do recommend setting it to three or something in general. I actually set mine to 5 or 6. I set mine to 5, but I do that because it's always gonna pick the lowest between the two players. And I feel like if somebody wants to play on 5 for good reasons, like they have a rough internet setup, I'm happy with that. If somebody insists on playing 2, I'm happy with that.
I
They're
think
gonna
it's
get their close.
I think for those like I think your set matches like yellow or orange bars, right? Chang Chai?
What's that?
You accept matches when it's yellow or orange bars, right? Or
Can you do that? I didn't know if you can adjust that.
no. I mean like if you play in rank, you accept
Oh,
matches that are yellow bars or sometimes even yellow orange or
you know that part of like the way to describe my style is f around and find out. So I
yeah.
actually
So
I set up everything.
I think if for those, I think for those who's like what don't it will accept matches like either yellow or orange. Definitely set your delay higher so that if you do get a green matchup, the person who only accept green matches usually will set like lower, so they'll adjust as necessary. So, but that's my recommendation. Like, what if like Chanchai set it really high, right? So that if he does get match up with someone that he doesn't have as good of a connection, they both could be playing on a much more comfortable level. Like, at least that's what I assume is happening when you're trying to do your
Yeah,
things.
that's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you get to see when somebody really is insistent on a 2 frame. you know. so and you know that Akira that I told you, the 500 millisecond, but
Mhm.
let's say it looked like they were something. So I don't want to accuse them of that. I don't want to accuse them of that because it could really just be the South American
The
tradition.
the worst I had was it actually test. I was testing the Woback netcode was with Ash Inferno from South Africa, and we
Okay.
have about 300 to 300 to
Wait for now.
350. Yeah, 300 to 250 millisecond ping.
So you never
Uh,
see 500,
I
right?
first time you were the first person who told me about 500. Yes,
Yeah,
so
it is recorded. It is on YouTube. So
uh,
it's like, but it was also they had their setting at 1 frame. So that's the thing that sucks, right? You're just like, why is this person on 1 frame? you know. So, but again, it could just be South America. South America traditionally has a rough connection to North America. That's like established in almost every gaming community I've played with. So the only times that we really get that everyone gets along and doesn't have a fight is when it's a game like Magic the Gathering Online. So, because that's a turn-based card game. I'm gonna hit an ad really quick.
all right, Europe. We are 4 people, so we'll start the countdown also for you guys. 5 matches before we start. So Europe Steam League. Passcode is again 2303, room number 35903. I need to update my stream information. Okay. Where am I looking for? Okay. Just we go there. Let's go switch this to Steam. Let's update the Steam room. I think I already posted this in other places. Alright, countdown for Europe has also started. Three 5903.
Also, shout out, we got Texas Showdown coming up next week, so that's gonna be exciting. Our Panda's
Next
gonna be
weekend?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's next weekend, and our Panda's gonna be there as well. And I'm expecting that field looks really good, right? There's blurring. I'm certain T Taco Guy's there, right?
There's a lot of Texas VF players, but Texas is a big state, so.
Texas is a big state, but there's a lot of players in the Houston area,
Mhm.
and Texas are down there. So I think it will be hopefully. I haven't heard from Limey in a while, so I don't know if Limey will make it out. But I would love it if Limey makes it out there.
Mhm. But I think
But
Blurry say he's actually attending. So.
okay, yeah. So the character variety is going to be pretty awesome. There'll be quite a few Vanessas, but there's going to be you're going to see Wolf, you're going to see Eileen. I'm expecting John to be there. Um, I think it's going to be a really good tournament. So I think it'll be a blast for people to watch.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Sustenance has a job to do, so no problem with
Yeah, but
Sustenance.
I am cheering for them though. They've been busy on the Sundays though, but I'm cheering for them. It sounds like work-wise things are going well for Cincinnati. So,
Um, Yesterday, there was the Tension Shift 23, a event in Columbus, Ohio. It's been a while, but I haven't seen people do this format in a long time. In which the first portion was a Swiss round. I don't see that too much no more in fighting game tournaments.
we
And then
we almost did that in Portland.
did you?
So,
Okay. They have about 20 players or so. First place went to Sente, Aoi player. Second to Oiwan Kaige, who tied for first yesterday in the Akai League. So a little self-promotion, play in my leagues, and it's good luck. We do offline events. And third place went to Dan DJ. So it's good to see all these players, veteran players,
who
doing
won?
well.
Who won it?
Sente, Aoi player.
Okay, who got second? Yeah.
Oiwan,
Okay, awesome. Yeah, a lot of
yeah,
veterans.
Monty. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
And
because I know that DJin, is it DGIN was really excited for that. Go ahead.
oh, okay. Oh, one person left. Let's see, hopefully they come back. Let's see. So wait, we need at least 4 players. So hopefully more people will join the Europe soon. The hours changed in North America, and Europe still hasn't gone to daylight savings change until next weekend. So has kind of disrupted the time. Hey, DX is back also. Thank you very much. Let's see, let's go for 4 matches. Yeah, so it was interesting because Ohio group has a weekly Tuesday offline tournaments, and for the last 4 weeks or so, a player, Mango Copter, a wolf player, has been winning it. And usually the Tuesday sessions, Oiwan and Sente participate, but both of them defeated Mango Copter in this Saturday event. So a nice rivalry building. It's like new generation and the old generation. Alright, one more match before we begin the North America side. No bullying Kingo when he's not here, so. Also, the Shoten Cup, the 5th one in Japan. This is a single elimination tournament. Only one try, not double elimination. So a little bit much more stressful. With some luck, could do well. But the top finishers versus the expected players. First place went to JESU pro player Shiwa using Pi. Second went to Umechi, Aiin player from Kansai region. Third place went to Yanchan, who was using Taka. You might, for the people who's more familiar with Yanchan currently, he usually used Pi. But for those who've been in the scene for a long time, and I just finally got confirmation that it is the same person. Yanchan used to go by the name Kozo, which was one of the 2 towers of the Family Gyoza team, which has won 2 Betrayed Cups. So the original Family Gyoza team was the two towers, which is Muku and Kozo, both of them are Taka players, and Huta, John player, Kesuta, a Shun player, and Kanzani Taku, a Wolf player, and so it just happened that I always wondered what happened to Kozo since he was such a big part of that team, and then they're pieced it together in which after Kozo's name disappeared and I see Yan Chan's name came up, and then oh, they were the same player. Alright, we'll be starting the North America very soon. It depends after this match between Jen Whipper and Condor. Still plenty of time to join the Europe Steam League. Information is on the bottom. We have Goti right now playing against Wasti Tachikoma.
I keep wondering though, Umechi, isn't Umechi also a Street Fighter 6 player? For some reason that's like what I keep thinking. But
they do play a lot. A lot of the VF players play a lot of different games. But Umechi, I'm just familiar with him with Virtua Fighter. I know Denzetsu SP, John player. Yeah. Denzetsu became a pro player for Street Fighter. So and Denzetsu always do very very well in Virtua Fighter tournaments.
Yeah, I love watching Densetsu SP's Jean, but also I'm so proud. Like, yeah, they're known for their Jean in Virtua Fighter and their Jury, I think, on Street Fighter 6, and they became a pro licensed player just a couple weeks ago in Street Fighter 6. All right, good luck, have fun, everyone.
Yep. The quick one, but it doesn't mean that it's not fierce to fighting. Okay, let me mute myself on Chanchai side. Go put this on full screen for the Europe once to get going. Again, Europe side is still, we could still get more people to join. We got Kingheim, who's actually leading right now, and Goto, who's in third place on the leaderboards. Let me update these stats here. We are in intermission A for the first league for Europe. We're in Open League 12A. And Chanchai is, I'm quite sure Chanchai is streaming. Let's go over to.
Round 2. Ready, go!
So you want to watch from different players' point of view. Chanchai is streaming. Oh, that's not Chanchai. That's mine. Apologies. Let's see. Copy text. Copy link address. Chanchai is streaming. Who else is streaming? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for now.
Round 3. Ready, go!
I wonder if still people play rank. If so, I might just jump in sometimes on rank on PlayStation 4 once I get my system back from the kids who have spring break. Jan Whipper and Condor. So always good matches to see them play. And on the Europe side, we have Hinpixa and DX. DX is a LoL player. One more match and then we begin. So anyone who still want to join the Europe side, you have a couple of minutes to do so.
Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout!
Alright, Whipper takes that. Oh, let me go post around.
Round 3. Ready, go! Round 1. Ready, go! Round 4. Ready, knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
Alright, look at this. Good luck, have fun. 5 players for Europe.
Round 3.
1-1 here with Chancha and Jan Whipper. But since Chancha is streaming, I'm going to switch it to the Europe's Steam side larger. That's one nice thing of having multiple people streaming. We could try this get the most representation of Virtua Fire as a group community effort. For
Round 2. Ready, go!
oh, Jubjub did mention that, so let me go get a link. So I will try and see if this actually is something that would be useful, people. Just like I have a PSN group chat for those who participate in the league sessions, and not everyone uses Discord or on virtualfire.com or using Twitter. I think that should allow you to join. I made a Akai League's group for Steam. And I'll use that most likely to start, maybe not today, but I'll start using that as a way to communicate also with people. But bear with me, I try to do this in a lot of different links and stuff, so okay. And generally where it does take it there, and Pixel wins it over there. And there's one more battle for the North America before we open it up again.
Round 1. Ready, go!
This is the last match for the North America. We could put that on main screen. Oh, look at that! Using that wall shenanigan. I got jab out of it. Kingheim right now leading in the Europe side with Dr. Korean and him Pixel just behind. He's playing against Rusty there. And we got Jan Whipper, who's right now leading in this first league. Playing against Jador. Yes, Texas fix this.
Knockout! Round 2. Round 3. Ready, go!
Alright, Condor is still playing against cheaper. Let's wait for this results to show up. Again, the room for North America PSN is going to be opened up again, and about 10 to 15 minutes, a lot of people join. More people, more matches for everyone. It doesn't matter what your skill level is. Everyone gets the same amount of matches, so don't worry about taking out spaces. We just want anyone who likes to play VF or wants to try VF. We make these sessions schedule always at the same time for you to join and play. And look at this going to round 5, and whoever wins this will determine who gets second and who gets third. And of course, if you are waiting for the second league of Europe, you can already join the room if you have nothing better to do. We just once the first league ends, there'll be about 10 to 15 minute break for those who have participated, and before we start the next league. PSN side, you have to wait for the room to open up again to be able to join. This is going to round 5. Yeah, this is definitely a round 5 match, which Condor wins it. So let me just switch this back here to what? So congratulations, Jan Whipper, for getting first, Condor second, and Chan Chai third. Make it more interesting, guys. Make it more difficult for Chan Chai to clip the top of the league leader for the first quarter. Alright. Alright, hopefully more people will join the room. Let me go post around to let people know they could join. That's it.
That was a really exciting battles. I had a lot of fun with those. Really, really well. So, take a break here. But yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I think we have one more match. 2 more rounds for the Europe side to get their second league. For the first league to end. Alright, let me go post one to let people know you could join the North America side. Let's see.
Yeah, Lei Fei is one people's K, right? It's got a lot of it's got vulnerabilities, but it's an amazing move. Yeah, I mean, if somebody likes to attack so strong, and the amount that he can zone, like not zone, but like he can whiff punish at a ridiculous rate with it. It's so good. Half-Life. That said, the risk is definitely there. It's really evade punishable, and also really punishable in general if it's predicted. So. Yeah. So I like the way that Condor used it today. Condor didn't use traditional ways of doing it. I mean, they did, but stuff like whiff punishing sweep was really interesting, right? Like they backdash, saw the sweep, and then they got the whiff punish. It's pretty crazy. Pretty awesome.
Alright, after this match between Jaito and Jan Whipper, we'll start the countdown. Kingham wins his match here. So what is the both Kingham and Goatee are undefeated, so their match will determine who gets first place. Both of them are 3-0 plus 9. And third place will be between DX and Govidarica, which will be seeing the third place match. Okay, let's start the countdown for North America.
I thought the Rock Reaper was at 9. Are they at 8 first places?
How much wins? I think you're at.
Well,
I have it by 3.
But I think I'm only ahead by like 1 or 2. I thought that they were at 9 wins. Are they at 8 wins?
You have 10, and the Rock Reaper has 8. and
Okay, so
Jan Whipper has 5. So if he does really well today and show up next weekend, he has a chance to still take the top spot.
yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
Ripper's been playing awesome, so
hmm
yeah.
And then if it's a tie for first place, the tiebreaker's second place finishes, and then if just tie for second place finishes, then it's, the tiebreaker's is third. And if all three are tied, then we'll just say both are whatever. It's
Round three.
uh,
Ready?
co-leaders.
Yeah. No, it's been a lot of fun. Like I'm glad that we're doing this on all platforms.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. If people show up, I'll just keep doing this. Yeah.
But it's like you saw that like I had a lot of fun in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks of.
hmm
It's been normally I can't make Saturdays, but I'm
hmm
glad I was able to squeeze it in last week and this week.
hmm
So, of course, my son's got music class, so I can't make the first league, but I was able to have lunch and make it to the second one yesterday
hmm
because because the first one was so full that the second one worked with my schedule.
Okay.
So, it's really happy about that.
Yeah, I almost got a full 16 player league for the first time for North America side on Steam, so that's cool. But talking about 16 player leagues, the Tuesday night sessions that Chanchai hosts has been very popular. Like almost every single weekend has 16 players. So definitely go check that out. I think I was actually trying to get into your league and it was too full.
Yeah, it got full within
Yeah.
10 minutes. I think in sometime between 10 and 15 minutes
Yeah.
it filled up.
Yeah.
Um,
All right,
and it's
congratulations, 10 Pixel for getting first place, Kingheim getting second, and Govidariga third place. Thank you guys for playing. If you guys continue playing, please do so. We won 2 more leagues too.
yeah, someone did ask me about like because some people have said they really like first to twos in the league, and I do want to do them, but for the Tuesday nights I'll do first to ones. But I would like to set up a second day in the future where I might do first to twos on a smaller scale or maybe
Huh?
a more competitive scale, because those can go really long. If you have 16 people, that first to two takes like over 2 hours,
So
and
my 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 opinion on that, and I think Tricky actually mentioned this before too, but you could think of it somewhat like a slightly different first to two. If you participate in all, like for I'm not sure how many leagues you usually won, but like for second I do 3 leagues, right? So if you stay in all 3 leagues, it's basically like a first to two if you're
yeah.
playing against people.
Well,
So
I run I pretty much run for about last time was like 5 hours or 6 hours.
wow, okay.
So it was like a lot of leagues, but because
hmm
I'm not counting score. I'm just doing them as a development tool, like
hmm
as a social function, and let people decide how competitive they want to be with those, right?
hmm
Um, but um, but there definitely is like the feeling where like, man, I do like the first to two format, but it takes a long time. So there's two factors. One is that it takes time. And that one is not so bad. That one's more like if we manage it on certain days with certain people, it's great. The other thing though, but I do like being able to revolve around through as many people as I can on the first 2 months for now on Tuesdays. But especially because the Tuesday captures a diverse crowd. The other factor though is that sometimes there is going to be that chain effect where one person has a rough connection that night and it causes it to crash out, right? And then the other person both decide to leave the room. So now two people are out of the league and they might come back into the room, but they can't play any more matches. And then you see like a chain reaction happening where some people may have the same problem, or they may think like they may misunderstand the disconnect, so they jump out. And so you have this cascading effect of people not like suddenly are out of their league, and then you got to wait for the whole thing to finish. So if we're in the first to two, it's like 2 hours for that to shake out, and so it's like whereas in the first to one, it's like, okay, we can at least, come back in half an hour, the next league battle will be up, or we'll be queuing. So, or come back right away, but the next league battle will be like happening. I do like that the PC lets you jump in and be ready for the next queue. I think that's pretty cool.
Round two.
Hey, Brian, good to see you.
Go.
Anyways, I hope what I said made sense there. So,
Mhm. Oh, hey, Ryuji fan. Thank you for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I wonder if this is the person who was wanting to join, say he'll join last weekend. But
Welcome.
usually I have the new challenger on, but since I'm winning 2 leagues simultaneously, that has been left on the side. So, oh, jeez.
Round three. Ready, go!
Yeah, I think STR understand that this was Europe, and so he left the Europe League room. So appreciate your understanding, STR.
Hmm.
But I definitely recommend those who kind of like look see these league formats being streamed and stuff and likes it, but you're not from these regions. Definitely just try set up yourself and for your regions, um, and uh, and steal whatever format you think works well. And when that happened, let's go to the Steam side, give them a little bit more presentation. And also, again, posting the link again, since some people mentioned that they don't use Discord or the other sites. People who do play on Steam, there's a link to where I'll just also kind of update the Steam group for the Akai list and post updates there. So there's a link to that. I have never used it before, so we'll see how that works. Let's see. And COVID Direct got third place with Wolf. Let's update that.
Oh, does the new wake up mean like Kage doesn't get a full 2 people's KK? That thing is still getting me a lot. Things that have become more like green combos or the timing has become stricter.
I just saw that Lao's 6K has been changed so that it doesn't stagger no more. Just give it like plus 18.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, it doesn't stagger no more. It's like -8 now on block, but it's plus 18 on the counter hit.
Oh no, you're talking about 6K. Okay. For
Yeah,
some reason,
6K.
I thought you were talking about 4K. Yeah, yeah.
That knee.
Yeah, so with that, you want to do. There's different options, right? Generic option 3 PPK is easy to do. 9K plus GP if their back is against the wall, then you can do a conversion off the wall. But actually, the really cool option is 6P plus K. So 6P plus K now forces side turn. So you end up comboing that into 6P plus K and not only that, you get Lao's back turn game against a side turn opponent is really powerful. It's really, really strong. Because of that, his P plus K option can crumple them. His mid is really fast mid. And so this is a pretty cool setup game for him. So 6K and the 6P plus K is a powerful option. That said, there's even more to it. So if you can max range 6K, this is super hard. If you can max range 6K, you can get plus 19 out of it on counter hit, but like that's really hard to do. But if you do that, you can actually do Lao's like from crouch. You can crouch dash into 4-6P and do a really big combo, but that's really, really hard to do. Like your positional judgment has to be pretty spot on. Also, Reaper did make it in here. I was wondering if Reaper was going to be able to join us today. So
Awesome. 6 players. Make it interesting. Try to take
yeah,
first place, or just make it really difficult for Chanter to clinch it.
well, it's already difficult. They're only two behind.
Yes, yes. He's 2 behind, and Jan Whipper still has a fighting chance to get it still. He has
Ripper
not
can
been.
totally get it. Yeah, Ripper can totally get it.
They send you 2 hat tricks, which has been done before.
Yeah,
Recently by Chanchar.
I did enjoy the 2 hat tricks.
2 hat tricks.
But I'm loving the way that the players are playing here, right?
Mhm.
So
Oh, and also the Walker has officially clinched the leader of the Akai League's first quarter 2025 for the North America PSN side. So congratulations.
no,
Also, I believe,
for Evo
yeah.
Steam is what you meant. You just said
Also,
PSN.
he's the emperor too, right? In the Ganryujima or
Uh-huh.
Ganryutama, the Virtual Fire Community Discord uh, event series. Alright, 2 more matches before we start for Europe, and we are going to start after this match between Jaren Whipper and Condor Sam for North America. And we got a 7-player Jinx. Welcome, Jinx. Good. Make it this an interesting league.
Yeah. Well, I think the really interesting thing with North American PSN, though, is everyone here has really, really strong set play. So it's like, or at least the regulars here have a strong set play. A lot of forced guessing at all ranges and in many situations. So it's become very interesting the meta we have in the North American PSN league right now. Good luck, have fun.
Alright, and I think one fun thing about the leagues is if you continue play a lot, you're basically playing these people over and over and over again. And you guys learn people's tendencies and hopefully counter those tendencies so that then it makes it funner mentally too, because then you're always trying to switch things up over time. Even though it's first to one, you're playing these people many times. Oh no, Wii Uji fan left. That's unfortunate. Alright, 6 players still. Alright, 6 players. Let's go put this on PSN since that's the actual league right now. (15 to 19 minutes). Dash text. This is open troll B. Alright, we got. Oh, before you for join, but left. Oh, welcome Kingo. We got Kingo in here. Now Skitties is bully Kingo, but Kingo is not in first place, so right now it's go to your Kingheim, I believe. I think it's 2 matches, right? Information. Let's see. Yeah, 2 matches before we begin the Europe side. We got Mimut joining. Awesome. That's 7 players. People know. Oh, make it just 1 match left. And again, here's the link again for the Steam community group chat that I'm going to try to promote more and see if we get people using that. I'm not sure how you can send invites. Does people actually have to be on your friend list to get the invites? But bear with me as we figure these things out. put this on the Steam side. Let's go with PSN for now. That's a match. Chanchai versus Condor. You can watch it from Chanchai's point of view.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go.
Condor defeated Chanchai in the first league today. Let's start the Europe side with 7 players.
Knockout.
Open
Forgot to train, eh?
8B. Let's go put it on Steam.
Round 1. Ready, go.
And right now Chanchai is undefeated. General did get 1 loss, courtesy of Chanchai. Jinx is playing against the Walk Reaper.
Round 1. Knockout. Ready, go. Round 2. Ready, go.
You see him Pix got his 4th first place finish, so he is now back in 2nd place. Kingham has 5, so he's currently leading. Still in 1st place. Save.
Round 3. Ready, go.
But even though this is where I keep track of people's results and stuff, those who might hesitate, think of these more as your local venue, open at a certain time of the day. You show up if you can. You don't show up, that's fine. But it will always be open for you to come and play. And all these other things is done just to make it more interesting.
Round 4. Ready, go. Excellent.
Alright, Pixel wins there. Chanchai still remains undefeated. Let's check what's the results here. They're still playing. Jinx is still playing against the Walk Reaper. The next round is already getting ready for Europe, so we'll keep that on the main channel. And if you have any feedback that you wish to provide that will help me improve how to run these events or how to improve the stream, definitely post it. Oh, my bad. Jinx still playing against the Walk River. Just going to round 5 between Jinx and the Walk Reaper. DX is pretty strong. It's playing against some Pixa here. And it looks like Jinx still is undefeated. So right now we have 2 players undefeated. Oh, Chanchai got the win because of Ryujin not being there. I think the one difficulty is that with over time. I'm not playing Haya, and hey, when is online Haya Cup? Go ahead and go promote your event here if you wish. Hopefully, March 29th, March 29th, Haya Cup, organized by Haya. Go support him. He's been supporting the scene for so long. And don't make him pay. Don't make him put his own money out to for you guys. Hopefully things has quiet down a little bit at Home Depot. Then you could just relax a little bit more, Haya. Good, good. Hey, congratulations! That's something to celebrate. I don't think I have any neat emos for that. Uh, hope that Haya sees all the money that he can get. Alright, let's go play on PSN side. We get the Walk Rivers Chair Whipper, Dwarf leading 2 match points. Right now, DX is undefeated. Still very early. Kingheim. Gizmo is Kingo. Long live the king outside of Akai leagues. Down the king in the Akai leagues. Which we might actually have a new leader for the PSN side, since Kingo has been splitting his time between Ultimate Showdown and Revel. And so right now, leading in the Ultimate Showdown PlayStation League is Sandro, Sarah player from Italy. But leading that for a very long time was Box PC, and I think only for 1 weekend, Kingo was at the top. That's alright, let's go switch back to Steam. Alright, let's see what is the results here. We have Jinx playing Condor. Chan is sitting out here because got a bye. Everyone should get pretty much 2 buys in the North America side. We're going to do one more league for both sides, for both the North America PSN and Europe Steam. Alright, we still have 2 undefeated players, and Chanchai versus Jinx would be a good match to see since both of them are undefeated right now. And do we actually get to see that? I think so, we get to see that, so I'm going to put that on the full view for this one. Nombata Jinx, we need to make sure Chanchai is had to put 100% effort to get that top spot in the leaderboards. So, Europe side, DX is undefeated. Kingo is undefeated. Kingheim still playing against this match against Hinfixa, who are right now Kingheim and Hinfixa. For Europe Steam is first and second place on the leaderboards. And Hinfixa wins it. So we now just have 2 undefeated players, DX and Gizmo, Kingo, in Europe Steam. Jinx is leading 1 round. Rematch points for Jinx. We'll chance to be able to adapt here. Govidariga, Wolf player from Italy versus Westy Chachikoma, Sarah player from Portugal on the Europe Steam. Oh, this is gonna hurt. It will be an epic comeback from Chanchai. Jinx is able to defeat Chanchai. So right now, currently in the top spot is Jinx A1. And there's still several matches remaining. There's... Right? Yeah, it's the... 2 more matches, 2 more rounds remaining. Jinx still has to play against Jian Whipper, who will get a free win against Ryuji Fan, who unfortunately got disconnected at the very beginning of the league. And Chanchai still has to play against the Walk Reaper, so it's still a tough match. So first, second, third place is still up for grabs with 2 rounds remaining.
Round 4. Ready?
Alright, 2 match points for Westy Tachikoma, aka Marcos, on Twitch. Sometimes stream his events.
Knockout.
And the Jan Weber versus Condor is taking a very long time, so this wasn't going to round 5.
Round 5. Ready? Go.
And we see a round 5 match here between Govidarga and Westy Tachikoma. Also, thanks again, Govidarga, for doing a mod, putting the Akai League's logo and leaderboards into the actual game itself. I'm not a person who add these things into my game, and I'm trying to limit my stuff what's on my peak gaming laptop. But I really do appreciate it, and save those pictures to actually use that for something. All right. So Govidarga was able to win that match against Rusty. And we get to see Kingheim versus Mimut, Vanessa player. I think I hit a 3rd place finish before in these leagues. On the North America side, we have Jan Weber versus J-Thor. Let's go see this match on the big screen, Kingheim versus Mimut. Oh, it's not just you don't just defend the title is not defended once a week. It's whenever. Because I think you say you defended it yesterday against Gumace, right? So you already defended against Volcano Shed. You defended Emperor Tile against Gumace, and now you have a Tile match against R Panda again tonight.
Round 3. Ready? Go.
Alright, 2 match points for Jan Whipper, 3 match points for Kingheim. Another player from France. We got 2 players from France with King in their names. Will Kingheim become the king of the Akai League's Steam? For the first quarter, he is leading right now. Oh, both has finished. Oh, but we get to actually see the 2 kings actually play right now. Kingo of Aoi, Kingheim of Shun. Let's do that.
Ready? Go.
This is a big good match too, Jan Whipper versus Jinx. Will Jan Whipper defeat Jinx? Jinx is plus 11, so if he loses, then yeah, Chancha will have a chance to become the get first place. That's how it goes. Oh, he has to defend at least once a week, so that's the requirement.
Round 2. Ready? Go.
Round 1 goes to Jan Whipper and to Kingo.
Round 2.
Rematch points for Kingo. Rematch points for Jan Whipper. Oh, that's. Oh no no. Ah, that might have been a comeback after that missed combo. Alright, Kingo wins it there. Chen Whipper wins it there. What's the results? I think the North America side is going to show the results soon, so let me switch to that. Alright, let's see. It does goes to Chanchai for getting first place based on plus minus rounds. Jen Whipper spoiling Jinx at the last round of the league. Jinx gets second, Jen Whipper gets third. Thank you guys for playing. We'll do one more league.
Yeah, no, that was, but it was an exciting battle to watch them fight.
Yeah.
But I did tell my stream, like, okay, like, I was like, fortunately, I don't think Ripper's the type of person that's gonna throw. But I was like, but this is the gamesmanship situation where it's like, you know, like where it's like throwing would actually put Ripper in a better position, right? If we cared about that, you know. But I liked the way they fought. I liked the matches. Jinx had played amazing. Jinx smoked me in that league battle, and like they got every guess correct, and it was just like, oh my gosh, you know, I got completely outread and outplayed. It was really good. So I wish Jinx would stay. But,
Oh, people play in the intermission, so nobody gets bored. Open for third league.
okay. Let's do this, Ripper. I
Thank
really
you,
do.
Chanchai. Thank you, Chanchai.
Yeah. This is like the, you said that this happens like in the EU league a lot, right? So,
This I think that maybe mostly because of the when a low amount of players in the Steam side. Yeah.
just like everyone's like, I don't want to be red, you know.
We will open for third league of the day. Passcode 0323. That's done. All right. Let me go post around. Kingham win. Kingo wins there. And so, thanks for playing for Westy. I think that's the last round too for you up. And just had Go Dagger playing. So let me go switch this back to this PSN. Update information.
Hey J-Thor, thank you very much, man. It's always a real pleasure having you, and you know that like I'm so happy that you're part of the Pacific Northwest BF community too.
Yeah, thanks for portraying Jinx and J-Thor. Until next time. Got that posted.
Round 3. Ready, go! Excellent.
Hey, welcome, CG Sonic Boom, aka Kung Fu Hustle.
Hey,
Lei Fei
I'm
L-Blaze player.
It's been a while. I'm happy to see Kung Fu Hustle here. It's been
Well,
quite a
5 matches. 5 matches. 5 matches before we start the North America side. There. Oh, let me switch this back to Steam. Congratulations, Kingo, for getting first, DX second, and him picks up third. Thank you guys for playing. We'll do one more league if you guys can play.
I'm glad Kingo is now playing on both platforms now. That's wonderful.
I believe the Gizmo account is his friend, so I'm not sure if he is just going to his friend's place to play on the PC.
Probably his roommate. So,
Oh, he has a roommate. Okay.
if it is his roommate, then big hi to them because I really, because they were really nice. So I really like meeting them. So, you know.
Alright, let me go post around to let people know.
All right, let's see Kung Fu Hustle what we got.
Ready, go!
Eight. Right.
Man, I wish I could crumple
Interesting.
this, but no, it's a string. It's gonna be like with low, and I have to discipline myself to do low punch like keep points after.
Ready, go!
Hmm.
Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
Nice, nice, nice. I see. We're sharpening Kung Fu Hustle back up, man. I always love fighting Kung Fu Hustle.
Ready, go!
Oh, good game. Oh no, I thought he got the ring out there. He had the ring out there. So, I got lucky. I got so lucky. So, good game, Kung Fu Hustle. Good game. I know he's not happy with that one. I bet like it probably was input eat. I don't know, but that was an exciting battle. That was a very exciting battle.
今日は私の勝ちね。
I love
I
playing
think
Kung Fu Hustle. I am excited for Kung Fu Hustle 2, which is supposedly in production finally. Go ahead.
So for the Europe side, thanks for playing Mammoths. Who else? Westy Tachikoma. Yeah. Starting to count down now. 5 matches for the Europe Steam side, so plenty of time for people to join. North America side, got 4 matches before we start. I finally, in a real match, blocked that 1K move of Leon and punched it with my mid launcher. So I feel a small improvement, you know, not the wimpy like low punch or 9kk damage no more.
Keep it up. Keep it up. But I will tell you, so I've been giving this advice to a lot of people. If you master using ECD in the neutral, that move becomes a lot weaker.
Mm.
Only because it's easier to react to the low, and then it's also easier to like incidentally like evade it. But part of mastering ECD in the neutral is using delay, like using dash sometimes, and you have to make some interesting positional adjustments with it. But that's why late phase charge attack is good against people doing this too.
Welcome Kwai, Lau Jeffrey Blaze player from the Netherlands. Recently, last weekend, won his local tournament, offline tournament. Back before Nero was known as the best player in Europe, the 2 people that I remember the most was Kwai and Kingo, because they also participated in the online events I hosted 10 plus years ago.
Yeah, I've heard so much about Cry, and I've never met them, but I have been enjoying their contributions in the Discord when they chat. They seem to be more matter of fact. Like they do get into commentary, but they don't get too deep into it, right? But they bring up really constructive posts, and so I really enjoy their contribution in the Discord.
His fundamentals was very good.
That's
From what I remember 10 plus years ago, and what I've seen so far a little bit in the Akai leagues.
No, from my understanding, yeah, his fundamentals so good. It's very much like Kingo, right? This is like a really The skill, the Yomi are both very, very strong, you know, and the fundamentals, the discipline. So yeah, that's what at least that's my understanding. But I'd heard that they had taught a lot of players. I think I even heard, was it like GT is also one of the players that learned from Cry? I'm not sure, but yeah,
I don't think so. Kai's from Europe, and GT is he has a group of players that he actually look at back. There was an interview I did of GT a long time ago that mentioned how he got started in the game.
I
But
see.
it was a Jackie player that kind of basically got him into Virtuify, a friend of his.
I see. Yeah, so Nala says that low guarding from an ECD is pretty easy to punish from too. Or is pretty easy to punish from too. Yes, it is. That's what makes ECD very scary is when you start learning how to use the crouching position in this game like more, it gets very scary.
One thing I used one move because I got to play a lot with well I played against you yesterday and also went to Animator a lot last night.
Yeah, right.
Uh, he was using actually, there was another Leon player, Kill X Chicken. Uh, he destroyed me because so I get very fixated when I lose to something or face a move that I'm not familiar with its properties, and I just dying from that move until I actually take a time to step out and just see what the property is. And so one move property it was I think it's 2p plus k. Like on side turn, it gives you that plus advantage so that you could do the side kick.
Okay,
Is
so
it
you're
two?
talking about
Is
the
it?
low swipe, and then
Yeah, is that 2p plus
switching into
k?
back. It's two. Well, two depends on which one. What was he doing after? What did he
Usually it does a
do?
side kick. On I think side turn, which is guaranteed.
I see. Oh,
But I learned it's -3 on just like normal facing, like
yeah.
where both of us are facing at each other. But I guess because maybe the move is slow or it takes a long time for recovery, like my inputs are too off. Like trying to get that like my defensive move.
I see.
Because I think it say that it's you could evade it from toward the Leon's back, and also that psychic is you can evade it toward the back too, right? For Leon's
Well,
psychic.
okay, so there's 2p plus k you can evade to his back. But then he has 1p plus k where he steps over.
Hmm.
And 1p plus k is usually very minus. But even on hit, and 1p plus k is actually punishable and it's standing. It doesn't look like it's standing. So
Mm.
1p, so it doesn't sound like it's 1p plus k if they're using sidekick after it, unless they're hitting you into the wall, right?
Mm.
And so 2p plus k is more likely, but it is interesting because normally 2p plus k is very minus if you don't cancel it into the back turn. So I
Okay,
don't know
it's
if
yeah.
either.
It's not the one that's the back turn one. That's the one that both players I was using
Okay,
against me.
so then you're saying it's possibly 1p plus k. That's interesting if it has a plus property in it, but I'll look
But
into that because that's cool.
maybe I have to look up. But it's the one that definitely when he hit me on side turn counter hit that side kick is it's not guaranteed to hit, but if I try to attack, it'll counter hit
Yeah.
me.
So okay, but that just means that it's like +5 on your side.
Yeah.
So at the very least, there's something setting you up for being -5 when you're side turned. Which is really powerful because sidekick is really strong. You know, like -5 or worse, right? So,
Oh no, that's why I completely okay. He's -3. I'm not plus. I'm +3 when he uses
yeah,
it. So I'm trying to evade when I'm at plus. That's why it wasn't working. I said it's a
gotcha.
complete brain fog. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a common thing though, right? Like, and we're starting to see that more in North America, where people are using strings against people that like to evade too much. Because it's going to cause them to fail evade, you know. So they'll use particular strings to put themselves at minus, which is most strings, right? And then they'll do something like uppercut, you know. And it's
Hmm.
like because you're going to evade and you're going to get hit, but uppercut's not the best choice. You want something that's fast that's going to convert to higher damage, right? Uppercut usually needs a counter hit, so it's usually not uppercut. But yeah, but something like an eye poke or something, you know. So but it is kind of funny because a lot of strings when they like if they just finish and they hit they're minus
And speaking
so
of Wento, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. We're good. Yeah.
Okay. But speaking of Vento Anime, if you guys haven't heard the news, the team representing North America at B Tribe, at least one team that's representing that would be in B Tribe, is Team Catbas. Catbas. I'm not sure how you want to pronounce that. Which is Himajan, Vento Anime, Renzo, uh, Adam Yuki, and Kobotron. I still think that there's a European team that's kind of being working by Havoc, but I haven't heard from that so much. And let's see. Other players that I know going is St. Louis Tim. I think he said that he's be teaming up with four native Japanese players. So I think there's ways if you're going to go to Evo Japan and you don't have a team but would like to participate. I think there are people organizing like ways for people who don't have a full team to just try to find a team. All right. All right. Last match before we start the last league for North America. We got 5 players in here.
Johnny the Flash said something really, really kind. So I'm flattered. I'm flattered greatly and humbled and honored. But they said that all the newer VF players they know say that that I'd help them, helping them play VF, guide them. I think you too, though. so, I'm going to include a guide in that.
No, thank you.
And they said, they've heard nothing but good things, right? So I'm really happy to hear that, and I'm just happy that I think I've made this a topic with different people that I love this new wave of VF players that we've got, and every generation of VF player right now that's active in Revo and in Ultimate Showdown is improving, and the overall VF is just it's improving as far as skill wise goes, and understanding of how the game is played. And I think this has just made it such a fun, exciting time to be a Virtua Fighter fan. Even if it doesn't mean the mainstream success everybody would want, but I do think the new Virtua Fighter has a really good chance at forming some level of mainstream success. So I'm excited for that. But I'm really excited for this. We've got many generations of VF players now, and all of them are getting stronger right now. The past 2 months, it's definitely everyone's leveling up. I love it. So.
All right, last match for both North America and Europe before we start the leagues for both. So just like less than a minute or two to join the North America, and I got 2 to 3 minutes to join the Europe side. So. And if you have not been following VF news, the first qualifier for the Virtua Fire Open Championship, which is a global Sega official event, to qualify for the grand finale, the winner of that will get $100,000. The first qualifier for that will be Combo Breaker, which is in May, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
May.
Combo Breaker is almost always that holiday weekend in May, and that's usually how I remember when it's at. And then I won't be able to make it. I promised my daughter I'll take her to a Stray Kids concert in Seattle, so I can't go to Chicago for.
You'll be able to participate in the Fight Kingdom, right?
Yes, I'll be.
Yeah.
Fight Kingdom is like the first weekend of May, and then
Okay.
Evo Japan, which I'm not going to, but that's like the week after it. May is going to be nuts. All right. Good luck, have fun.
Alright, have fun. Good luck. Make chance I work hard for that leader spot. I think he could clinch it if he wins this one. Alright, let me go for that. We'll be starting after this match between Kingo and DX for the Europe League. There's 8 players right now. Open. 12C. Goes to round 5 now in the Europe Steam before we start the league. DX versus Kingo. Change versus Jenna Whipper here. Jan Weaver won the first league today. Chandra won the second league. I had to research that. That's side turn using that double fist. High up. Alright, let's go begin this.
Ready, go!
Good luck, have fun. 8 players, so we get to see one person's match, all of their match. It's either going we get to see all of the X matches or him Pixa. Both are pretty strong players, so either one would be good to follow and see.
Round 4.
This is open. 8C. These are both are the last leagues for both. Franchise has the 2 match points. Genwith has a health lead, which is now tied. That should do it. Goes to round 5. Genwhipper has a very good wake-up game. Chanchai has a very good more well-rounded. His range guess game is good. Nice Castro. Oh. Is there a comeback for Chancha here? Oh, nice evade. I should try to do that when I play against Leons. Jennifer does take the first round against Chanchai. Let's go Shishu Steam here. Make it interesting, guys. The only first quarter that's been guaranteed that has already decided who is going to win it, who has the most first place finishes, is the North America Steam League. The Walk Reaper takes that title. Kai League leader, quarter 1. Here we get to see him Pixa versus DX. Him Pixa's Goatee. Goes by Aurora Ruler on PSN.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Still playing games. Let's go put this back on PSN while that's being played. Still got 2 more matches to go. Kingheim versus Kwai. Kwai using Blaze this league. Solax again Mimut. What is happening? Let's go update the
Knockout!
go.
Forgot to train, eh?
I think it was Chen Weaver got 3rd place, but I'll have to double check that. But for now, we'll just say he is. Both is going to matches still. Let's see who goes next, and I'll go put it on the big screen. The Walker still play against Chen Whipper. And Kinghan does defeat Kwai. Third round should be beginning with DX versus Kingo. We'll get to see all of DX matches on my stream. So let's put that here. It's going to once again round 4, round 5 between the Walk Reaper and General Whipper.
Round 1.
Oh, I'm sorry, whoever just joined. League has already started, but you can watch the matches or spectate.
Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
Yeah, I'm not familiar with DX. When I'm not saying not familiar, is that I only know of DX based on him participating in these league sessions. I know King going quite like over a decade ago, so it's nice to see, and learn of different players.
Round 4. Ready?
Oh, and the Walkweaver was able to defeat Jan Whipper, so making things more interesting here. Jan Whipper will play against Condor, Chan Chai against the Walkweaver, Kung Fu Hustle, aka CG Sonic Boom gets a bye.
Excellent.
Kingo does defeat DX here. Let's go put this on the PSN side.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready? Go. Knockout. Round 3.
Alright, we're going to round 3 now. Good to see DX versus Kingheim.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready? Go. Knockout. Round 5.
Hey, Akai.
Ready?
Hey Sasuna, how are you?
Just got back home.
Hopefully you can relax a little bit. This is the last league right now going on. For North America side, but definitely could join the room and play if you want to, or take a break
Yeah,
if you're really busy.
yeah. No, yeah, that sucks. Okay, I'll just join the room afterwards.
Okay. So besides you being working too much, everything else
Dude,
fine?
you have no idea. I'm okay. I'm just upset at the way things have been going. And like, yeah, I've been taking time off and getting punished for it.
Uh,
So, yeah, not good.
Alright, you see, in North America side, we got the Walk Reaper and Condor that's undefeated. DX just won his match against Kingheim, making things more interesting on the Europe side of things. See. Oh, that's PSN. Oh, one thing. Also, one thing that I mentioned this in private chat with Chanchai and Sesuna was that with Combo Breaker, because some of the Japanese players mentioned their intentions to participate, but it seems to be confirmed that Fudo and Itabashi Zangief will be participating at Combo Breaker, which makes sense since they are actually co-players, and they do travel. So if anyone's going to be confirmed first, it will most likely those two. But one thing was interesting with Fudo because he usually plays Shun, but in that Virtual Wars special team event, he was using Leon, which was the character he used to use. So,
Interesting.
So I wonder if he's going to switch back to Leon, or was he just playing Leon because Itabashi Zangief was using Shun, so they just want more diversity? I'm not sure. But.
Round 4. Ready, go!
No, I think I also saw you participate in that the Thursday Beat Knuckle
I did.
tournament with that Mexican Uppercuts organized, which is a weekly double elimination tournament for North America on
Yes.
Thursday evenings. So that if something interest, it's been always been being done on Thursday evenings, so quite regularly. I think you got second place, if I saw it correctly.
I did.
And Volcano Shake at first. Which is nice. I'm looking to see if Volcano Shake has been doing very well this recently with recent events.
He has. He's been doing really, really well lately. He's developed a very defensive style.
Does he still fall for the neutral throw a lot?
He
Or
does.
has he? He does. Okay.
I mean, some things are hard to break.
Yeah. But it does, neutral throw is the one that does the least amount of damage for most times, most parts. So if he's just going for basically balance between getting more damage or just accepting that smaller damage, yeah. Actually, this match between Condor and the Rock Reaper is
Round 2.
the one who's both players are undefeated. So let's go put this on the full stream. I wonder if I know Chancha was streaming. Was the Rock Reaper actually streaming? Let's see.
I think he might be. Rock?
He has been starting to do again. The Rock Reaper is currently the Emperor in the Ganryu Jima. In which he has already defended his title twice. Once against Volcano Shed, yesterday was against Gumace, and tonight he's going to defend his title against R Panda.
Knockout.
Alright, the Rockbrewer wins, so I believe he's currently the only one undefeated right now. Just double check. Oh no, that's the actually last match. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. Let's go through the results here.
Congratulations, Reaper. That was a totally amazing run by them, and I
Yep.
love watching a lot of their decisions throughout those matches.
Yep, the Rockbrewer gets first. Chanchai and January ties for second. So that still means Chanchai has not clinched for the top spot in the North American PSN side. So come participate next weekend. No, to make it more
It's
interesting, guys.
Still in contention, right? No,
Yes, still in contention. I think you just need one win, well, maybe 2 wins now to determine it. I have to check.
It depends on how it plays, right? If we did,
Yeah,
if all three of us get first place, it's like okay, then like Reaper just has to win two more. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a really interesting it's a really interesting one.
Yeah, I have to double check that set. But yeah, those who want to join the room and play, hey, welcome Sasuna. It's that time to play now.
We're gonna give
Uh,
Setsuna their
Matches.
period here. Give them their matches.
Yeah.
We love having you here, Setsuna. I am glad that things are going well for work for you. Just keep it up. I know you keep busy, but
Uh,
but
it's
your
busy. It's a
fiance.
little bit too busy. I'm being punished for taking PTO.
Round one.
But I know, I know that you always want to get better and better. But watching your tournament matches, I really think like you're still like stronger and stronger. So exciting matches last week in the tournament. So yeah,
Yeah, definitely was pretty exciting. Volcano Shell still, playing super well. I was
yeah.
trying to clinch that. He had uh, some stuff that I didn't evade correctly. I actually evaded correctly, but he was just doing it because he was
Yeah.
close to the wall.
Well, I mean, it's tense matches, but both of you played really really well. I know that there were missed opportunities, but that happens like every tournament. And
Yeah.
but then again, you both kept fighting even after missed opportunities, and so it was really intense watching that battle last week. So I thought it was one of the better online tournament finals that I watched in a while. So, especially for North America. But yeah, keep
So I
it up.
think with like I was talking with Cessna earlier, like Volcano Shed, like for the Thursday tournament, that's 2 in a row now, and then I think he got second place at the is it Revolution? Why or the Rise, the
Yeah,
Goofy
so the
Bones?
Rice tournament, yeah, they got
Yeah.
second place. You're right.
hmm
Um,
There was a lot of strong players in that tournament too. So
very strong players, and he's been playing so strong. Volcano Shed's clearly playing good. Like is clearly improved, and like they already were strong, but they're clearly improved. So I like the confidence they're playing with lately. Hopefully, it doesn't become ego, but I do think they're playing nice.
we old people have to to keep him uh
Well,
humble. Humble.
no, well, swagger and projected ego is a good thing because it does make other people on guard when they fight you. But so if he keeps that as like as sort of if he manages that, then it becomes super productive. Um, if he starts, getting high on his own supply, that would be a problem. But that's where players start like quitting for no good reason. Not them, but him, right? Because people are just like because then you start believing that you're not ever supposed to lose, and you get weird, But no, Volcano Shed has been an amazing member of the community, and they're getting stronger, and I love it. I like that their game is even more assertive now, and so they get to have both sides of it. They have a good defense, they have a good offense, and now I think they're playing with much more like the opponents have to really earn their respect. I would say this is similar to the Rock Reaper to a degree where in the past you would say both these players were too respectful of their opponents, and so like but nowadays you're like no, that's not really the case anymore. They're looking for information, and they're gonna target the holes that they see, and they're not gonna just assume that you're just gonna be correct. They're gonna play safe, but but if they see a hole, they're gonna assume it's a hole. you know, it's really good. All right, so do I have okay? So good.
Hey, Dr. Kurian. Yeah. This is the last league of the day. Apologies. We do have one more weekend session for the first quarter um, to next weekend. And remember, next weekend, which a lot of European countries going to the daylight savings.
Both the EU and US, and you watch like the weekly tournaments like Beat Knuckle on Thursdays. Um, if you watch these events, you will see more Go in North America, but not as much. There's not like a ton. Our Go players are weird because they're kind of aside from iFix Machine, who you definitely should follow and watch whenever they stream. But aside from them, a lot of the Go players are they're more introverted. So there's like Go is not just the ultimate edgelord character. The players sometimes kind of just like make their snide remarks in comment, and you run into them in ranked. No, I'm teasing. It's kind of true, but in Japan though, there are some amazing Go players. Except that, Gorgeous Eileen is Rio Rao, and when they're playing as Rio Rao, they usually are playing an amazing Go. But sometimes now you'll see them play as either Eileen or Go. That player is definitely the Go player to watch around the world. So Rio Rao, REO, RAO.
All right.
But go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Said everything.
The European League, I think, is about to end, so let me just do the results for them.
Another tip I'll give if you want to follow Go, there's actually lots of good Go.
All right, congratulations to Kingo for getting first place. He picks us second, and Akai for getting third. Thank you guys for playing. Let me go get the results tally here. I appreciate guys' support and playing. If you guys wish to play in the room, go do so. If not, we'll just end it there. We'll do one more session next Sunday for the first quarter. There will be a second quarter of Akai Leagues Europe. So basically, at the last month or the last week or two, I always decide on if we could continue doing this or if there's going to be any changes. We'll continue doing this for the second quarter, so that'll be April to June. But we still have 1 week left for the league sessions for the first quarter. So please come and play in the last session for the first quarter. Right. Let's see. We'll go bring this back down to the hosts.
Reverse Nitaku is very much the thing that makes Go very scary.
Alright, Europe side is done, I think. Let me just go switch it back to here. Hopefully that I was trying my macro there where I muted the co-host when I need to explain certain things to my stream. So hopefully that works well, and I didn't bother Chanchai's stream when I was talking. Okay. So I think I'm going to go AFK just a bit to check something in the house. Let's see if I need it. Then maybe I'll try to get some matches here with the people in the North America PSN side.
Tengu Man's Go is really awesome. Actually, so North America, our Go players are pretty awesome. Classically, Shiny Brentford is a really good Go player, but more likely they're gonna be more of the edgelord these days, right? And they have been for the last 5 years. They'll watch streams and then they'll make snide remarks, but they actually have a lot of good wisdom, and a lot of the things that Shiny Brentford says are really good things to understand about Virtua Fighter. I don't see them playing on PC. I don't know why, but I wish. But I think Shiny Brentford's just waiting for the new Virtua Fighter, I think. iFix Machine, of course, is the one most visible. Virtua Kazama plays Go. Their Go is more straightforward. iFix Machine has lots of clever plays with Go. Tengu Man, brilliant Go. This is definitely a very creative, free-flowing Go. So if you do get the pleasure of watching Tengu Man play Go or Lizard Man, it's a blast to watch. It's a blast to fight against. Same with I love Jinx's Go. They don't stream, but you'll see Jinx pop up in different streams, and I do like Jinx's Go. It is risky, but it does lots of really, like, you saw them outguess me a whole game. It was pretty brutal. So I really like fighting Jinx's Go. Let's see. In the current generation, those are the ones that really stand out, but there are more. Setsuna used to play Go, but I haven't seen him play Go in a long time. A friend, I have some friends who don't play much online, and they play good Go, so I get to see them often. And I don't want to publicize them too much because they're more private people, but I can tell you that their Go can be very frustrating to deal with, and it's fun. It's fun. it shows you a lot of scary decision making with Go. We do have players that are very quiet, so we have very introverted players. And I think VF has the most introverted players I've ever encountered in any game period, but fighting games especially. Outside of board games outside of classic board games like Chess and Go, right? Chess and Go might have more because by volume, but even as a percentage. But Virtua Fighter is like the video game where I've seen the most introverts, and I'm an introvert at my core. The reason I talk and express so much is because I grew up doing customer service, so I learned how to utilize that skill. But then, but in my private home life, I am more actually introverted. I just learned how to project communication, kind of get what I want with it, and then manage the communication with other people. Because I also did a lot of management, so I've been managing people for 25 years, and so that's why I can communicate the way I do.
Round 2. Ready?
In my stream chat, again, since some people is mentioning that they don't use Discord, for organizational purposes of the league sessions that I host on Saturday and Sundays for Steam, I've posted a link for the Steam group of players. I'll try to use it. I'm not familiar with the Steam, how it communicates and stuff, and it doesn't seem to have a very useful phone app. So I'll be.
The phone
It's
app
gonna be a.
sucks. I'm just gonna be honest. Steam, if you're not using outside of the Windows program, Steam is really frustrating for me because
Okay.
every version is like a different team operating on their own rules.
I see. Okay.
I'm being really mean, but that is my experience with it. Even Steam Deck, you're like, this thing just operates on its own rules. So it's like, you're like, it's not a unified UI team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a link in the stream chat, so I'll see. I'll find. I'm not sure. Is the only way you can message people that participate in the league sessions? Like, you have to do it just friending them first. You can't actually message them, right? There's no way on the Steam side that you can message people that is not on your friend list.
Try to remember. I don't use it enough to comment. I mean,
Okay.
I've been able to message people that are outside the friends list.
Oh, you are able to message. You don't have to actually be Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead to figure that out.
So again, there's a lot of weird crap that I deal with Steam that I'm not sure of what's consistent and what's not when I work with it.
Okay.
I've tried because I've tried to create like a Franchise Dojo presence on it.
Uh huh.
Still keep that active, but it's really weird. And then I keep all the different chats active, and but I use multiple platforms. I'm using on Mac, on Windows, on Steam Deck, and on my phone. Definitely can say the phone is the worst, partly because there's two different apps and they don't really function with each other. So the only real use that the phone has, aside from occasionally adding friends, which is still weird is the Steam Guard aspect of it. So the phone really is just useful for Steam Guard. It's just one of those things where, I don't think they've got the biggest team. Steam, Valve is a really cool company, but it is them wanting to do everything. Similar to Sony. It's like Sony's a hardware company, but it does a lot of weird stuff when it comes to software. And in this case, Steam is a software company, but I don't know. It has ambitious plans, but it spreads the feature set across with less unification. So it's like Google in the 2000s. You're just like, I don't know which of these features are going to be kept and which are going to be gone. By the way, Setsuna, thank you for bringing out your Go. That was awesome.
Thank you.
My stream noticed it too. I think, and my stream was commenting that it was awesome that you brought out your Go. So.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I think I heard from there was a setup to use up or down PK that Tengaman told me a while back. I thought it was pretty clever and cool, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Nor get the hit out, right? So yeah, he's pretty interesting on this version of Virtua Fighter.
I think one of the cool things about Go and Go players, though, is that, for a character that is kind of straightforward as far as decision making go, it's fun watching creative players play Go. They like to come up with creative setups. They like to force guesses at interesting spots, and you're like, oh, this is why Go is actually really cool. Because on paper, Go looks like can look very stale on paper. It can be this is what you do in this situation, this is what you do in this situation. But then you watch like
Round 1.
seasoned Go players or
Go.
happy go lucky Go players play, and it's really fun. It's as creative as any other character. And so I think that is the beauty of Virtua Fighter. But it's also like, man, like Go's design really does look so straightforward. Like, if this is the situation and you think they're gonna do this, do this. There's a lot
Yeah.
of that. But then when you watch like a lot of different Go players go, like how they try to be creative to set you up for stuff, it gets really cool, right? Using shoulder in this spot, using I'm actually seeing actual string pressure games from Go is weird, right? But it's also a popular thing, you know. So yeah, I think Go is very interesting as a character, and it's really cool.
Ready?
So
Go.
I just wish more of them streamed.
And one nice thing with mostly it's from the Japanese and actually and Gamerby from Taiwan. I think with the recent events in Japan and the announcement of the $100,000 prize, they're streaming VF recently, and that has led to an uptake on Twitch side of streams. I mean, Virtua Fighter has been quite uh, popular on YouTube, where there's an audience that watches on YouTube, mostly from Japan.
Yes,
But now Twitch it seems to be gaining more traction,
I'm
and more
glad to
people
hear
also
that.
streaming too. So on the non-Japan side, so that's good.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to hear that. I like what Nala said on my stream, which is that Go represents Judo the best in fighting games. Uh, though he made it violent. But I agree. Actually, I do agree with that because there comes a point where the Go player starts playing like a more spatial game, and it looks a lot like judo. It actually looks like a judo match. It's just like a lot of these decision points feel so judo, such forced guessing at all ranges.
Got a question. Since you guys, Go has some changes with his Tsukami. Is
Yeah.
do you still escape it just with holding guard?
No,
No,
Back,
no, no.
PG.
You do the throw.
You
you have to do
force-
PG, just like
Yeah.
everyone else now.
Escape
That's
it like
good. Okay.
Correct. There's no up and down and just back and forward.
Okay.
There's no
So it's
way to
okay.
do neutral and something. No.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought it was funny when it's how to escape his was just holding guard and doing the other motion directions compared to
That
the
was
others.
pretty
So
good. That was very
Well,
judo.
so here's the thing: was in the old system, you could escape it with punch and guard, but if you did that, you would lose to the neutral, the
yeah,
neutral
yeah,
option,
yeah,
which was
yeah.
so dumb. And yet, if you just did guard and direction, you would beat the neutral option every time, while also beating one other option. So it was kind of dumb. It was like an arbitrary thing. Now, but I do agree with Satsuma that thematically it's cool.
Yeah,
Right?
the up, down, left, right. I agree on that part.
Thematically it was cool, but like in gameplay wise, it was like the most confusing thing to teach people how to defend. Like
It's
unless you were there in person, because I
it's
taught
the
a
only one that just does that escape method. So yeah, in that
yeah.
sense.
Well, and that's why like I would have to change paradigm again. It's like now we've got three paradigms. We have front and back. We have like
Look at that.
forward and away, and then we have front and back, and then we have left and right, and then now I had to use compass direction. I was like north, south, east, west. If he moves you north, you got to go south. If he moves you east, you got to go west. Because if I said left, right, they would think it's Tekken. If I said front, back, it's so confusing. So I had to tell
So
them north, south, east, west on the old system.
at that round where Susuna got wing out, the first thing I thought of was someone setting the ball in a volleyball and the walk would just spike it out.
Yeah.
Understand? I'm gonna be back in 15 or 20 minutes. I need to go check something in the house. Hopefully I'll get some matches in. Be right back.
Sounds good. Man, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Go is a blast. Actually, Go is actually fun to play. And actually, playing Go against Reapers Hellblaze would be pretty fun. But I'm not ready to do that. but in my head, the way I envision that thing going would be really fun. I'm gonna mute because I'm gonna eat a granola bar because I'm starving. But we're gonna watch these fun matches.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Oh, ring out.
Ring out.
All right, I'm back. Got to enjoy that granola bar. I feel a lot better. These are a lot of fun matches to watch, so I'm happy showing these matches. I think these are lots and lots of fun. I think a lot of people can get some fun ideas from the way all the plays are going. Kondo, are you there? There's Kondo's there.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
I really like General Ripper's use of K plus G also.
Knockout.
Oh, that was such a good call out. That 9K was awesome. Go for the low crush right here. Look at that. That was a brilliant 9K.
Ready,
Awesome
go!
low crush. Man, that setup is. I like the way Kondo does evade 3K. It's really, really strong. If you hit a button, you're so dead. Like you're gonna eat so much damage. The spots they've been doing it has been really good. So right here against this setup, right, they evade to Kage's back and 3K. Right here, yeah. High upside. That said, they could do a better punish here because they're counting on the counter hit. That's the problem. But it is still really strong. I mean, all the options Leifei has there is stronger than this one. All right, Kondo, here we go. All right, let's stretch our BF muscles out. All right, let's focus. I do the sumo slap to focus.
On the belly?
Round 1.
No, on my face.
Ready?
Yeah, there you go. Man. Man, is that can't cheat? I tried to evade there. Yeah, I throw punished finally, but it's at range. I actually think he's safe here because of that range. So I think he's actually
it's
-9.
it's the extra range. Yeah, you can't contest that too well.
Excellent. Round 3. Ready? Go.
Trying to get a ton. It's like the discipline I had to learn from Lao. Sometimes you just evade into low punch if you have to. You know? So. That was good. I like the sweep, totally disrupted me. I actually thought that I was knocked down, so I tech rolled, and then it's like, nope, low party. Damn it.
Round 4. Ready? Go. Knockout.
Good battle.
I want a serious fight. Round 1. Ready? Go.
Oh, that was good.
Thanks. Trying to make it hard for you.
Round 2. Ready? Go. Ring out. Round 3. Ready? Go.
That was the evil, the certain ring out, I think. But there's a chance that
I could have blocked.
there's a chance that if you block it, you might still be in the ring, but it's hard to know. It's like, but the hope is that you're not. Right? But I actually think that one, if you blocked, you might have still been in the ring, and you would have gotten the punish. But it's hard to know. So.
Round 1. Ready? Go.
Was able to get through the vortex here.
See? I thought I'm better.
Sorry, Bigfoot Prof Professor, or Bigfoot Prof 2. I mean no offense with my Leon play.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very good. Very good. Put me into a very slow situation. If I hit too early, I'm in trouble. That was really, really good.
Round two. Ready, go! Ring out. Round three. Ready, go! Knockout. Round four. Ready, go!
Oh, I thought I got it too. I just need to hold a little longer. No, I got it. It's a high. It's a high. It's not gonna work. Got a max charge and that's too slow.
Ready, go!
Oh, that's so good.
Knockout.
Good game, Ripper. That was exciting.
What a knucklehead.
My package is about to come.
Too much information, bro. Just kidding.
Okay, again with that.
Sorry.
You guys should know. I'm gonna fart in your faces next time. That'll seal our friendship.
No, it's like what Jason Mraz's first album title, so Waiting for My Rocket to Come.
No, the only reason I was able to get back home was because I was waiting for a package.
I see.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, one thing I like about the, like the quarter circle forward P plus K moves, the big like Sabaki anti-punch moves, is a lot of them are, because of how slow they are, if like you went with the throw option, you can still like block. This thing has cool tech. If you're able to defend the lows, Lei Fei's in deep trouble. But hard presence line. Oh, it's so good. That's nice ring out. I like that setup to ring out. It's so good. This move always gets me. I'm like, it makes you want to block high and then it staggers you. So good. He should one people skate there. Very good game, Conda. That was so much fun. Love that. That was so much fun. All right, Reaper versus Condor should be exciting to watch too.
Round one.
I gotta mute my Discord mic as well.
George? Yes.
Knockout.
Oh Lord. Doing good, man.
Round two. Ready, go. Knockout.
I know. Have a good one. Thanks.
Round three. Ready, go. Knockout. Round four. Ready, go.
All right, just finished my breakfast, so that was good. Getting used to muting microphones for that.
Breakfast at 1 p.m.
Yeah,
Oh,
your league starts like 11, but I started matches around 10, or I was trying
ah,
to.
Knockout.
This is the lazy Sunday Virtua Fighter routine. Right? So actually, the routine is usually waking up right before league. So, yeah, I'm glad I didn't today because there was a lot of stuff to update before that.
I am mostly just go get one single match and then call it for a day. I have quite a bit of stuff I have to take care of.
I really enjoyed our matches yesterday. That was so much fun. It was really fun
Oh,
watching a lot of the interactions too with the Pi and Leon. So I had a blast with that.
thank you. Just for your own information, and if the Walkover is hearing, so the only two people that's still in contention for the league, for the leader spot in the first quarter is Yu Chan Chai and the Walkweeper. The Walkweeper won the last league, right? So
Yeah.
you have 11 first place finish, and the Walkweeper has 9.
Yeah, they're only 2 behind, so there's 2 scenarios where they win, where they get first, right? I think there's 2 scenarios where they get first. There's multiple because we could all just keep winning, but they will catch up if they can do +2 over me, right? And so if they win all 3 or they win 2, but if they win 2 and I win 1, I still win, right? So
Let's see.
it gets
So-
messy because there's a tie.
Okay, so if
We
for
can call Jimmy.
so if we're going to say if the Walkweeper and you do participate on all 3 leagues next weekend, well, if you win 1, that seals the deal. I believe, yeah.
Shooting for Setsuna to win all 3 next week. So.
No, I'm not in North America next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. No. Okay, Ripper, I'm counting on you to win all 3.
Oh, how was your trip
We can
for the
have
wedding?
Jimmy and then
Yeah, Jimmy, come in here, win all 3. Just kidding.
Now, if the Walkreeper wins at least 2 and you do not win any, I think it comes down to
Round
let's
10.
see. Oh, let me just go one match here. Let's see. Did you get any second place finish today? Let's see, Chan Chai.
You
How
got
many
2
second?
second place finishes. 2 or 1?
No, you got 2 third place finish. Okay. So
Did
right
I? No,
now,
I tied for second on one of them.
oh yeah, you got tied for second. Yes, one's a tie second and one's third place. My bad. So right now you're also leading by 1 second place finish.
Hmm.
So I think the only way, pretty much, is the Walkreeper has to win all 3. So okay, I gotta focus on this. I just got destroyed.
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout.
So,
Round 3. Ready, go!
Really nice one. Pete.
ah no, I wing myself. Oh, lucky, 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 lucky.
Oh no!
Oh come on, come on. Why am I messing
Oh.
up this guy?
That was the PPKK.
Bring me on to control pad. Control pad.
PPKK is very.
That's why you gotta get the Hori Pro.
These simple combos. No, it's all good. These are exciting battles, though. And your pad play is quite impressive. So.
Oh, is it wing out now?
But the sharpness of things like crouch dashing into guard on reaction is kind of hard.
GG's, Jay Weber. I think the hardest for me is buffering my lazy throw escape with the control pad. That's it. But it was funny. I was actually talking to Winter Anime about this because I was mentioning because I get wing out a lot like by Winter Animator. More so than when playing against you. Like he has carried his skill where if he's in range, he'll go for that wing out attempts. And I is quite easy to wing out at certain.
You know what?
That's
That's
why
very
it's
funny
mostly
that you
that
would say that. Because
Uh-huh.
most of my wins that I got against him yesterday were by ring out.
But if
So he was dishing them out and taking them.
yeah, but it's funny because I keep telling people like if you look at how much I wing out people and how much I get wing out a lot. That's okay,
Yes, you do.
but then when I look at his wing out percentage rates, it's like a 10% or 11% of his round ones is by wing outs. And so I just got curious, who has the most wing out wins round wise, like in the top in the USA? And you want to guess who it is before I say it is? Who it is? Huh? Who?
No, I was like, no, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
In what are we measuring? League?
Rounds won by wing outs. Who has the highest percentage?
What mode are we rating?
Rank. It's only in rank.
Okay, in ranked? Oh, I don't know that. Yeah, who is it?
Shidosha Taka.
That would make sense. Yeah.
The percentage that he wins of rounds that he win by ring out, 17%. So he stands for say like, for every 2 games or so he get at least a ring out. Are you still planning to stream Chanchai? If so, I'll wager. If not, I'll go find someone else.
I encourage you to find someone else because I think I might stop soon.
Okay.
But it's like I plan to stream more later today, but right now I think I gotta take care of my kids. So
Yeah. That's important. Alright,
also
nice.
at these matches with Rippers going. Oh, good guess.
Alright, Wintro Kinsei, Atmosphere Vela, MF Gao, Supersonic 540, Soy, Akai, I'm not familiar with any of
Round
these.
5.
But the Soy Akai is English and Spanish, so let's do that one.
Oyakai.
Yeah, Soy Elkaai. And rhymes with my name Akai, so. And Chan Chai at the end,
Oh,
so
that's
there,
fun.
there.
Knockout.
Awesome battle. Gunrunner prep. Good game.
Alright, thanks again everyone for your guys' support. We'll do this next weekend as usual.
I want a serious fight.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everything, Kai.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah,
loving all
thank
of
you
these.
for running of these.
Yep. And if you guys like these league sessions, Chancha hosted Tuesday nights for North America. Mexican Upcurse does this on Wednesday nights in North America. Thursday nights, King Car for Europe. So plenty of options. There's a lot of people who's organizing stuff, hosting stuff, so you just have to take, look around and you'll find something. All right, you guys have a good day. Good night.
Good night, brother.
Yep. Good night.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go. Ring out. Round 3. Ready, go. Ring out. Round 4. Ready, go. Ring out. Round 5. Ready, go. Ring out. Forgot to train, eh?